I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
I assume we could swim. Whee!
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
What are these things anyway? You know you're going in the right direction, eh, Izzy? Look at the fishies. Alrighty, safe journey, Mama. I shall see you when you get back. That's if you do come back. If not, have a good day. Oh yeah, you said BRB. Okay, you're coming back. Alright, safe travels. Let's survey our surroundings. Ah, there we go. We want that. Hell yeah. It's got aqua lungs. Aqua lung. I think we want to be over there. It looks a bit more open.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
That's just how you save game. Oh, cool. Bit like Blood Omen. No? Oh.
Mention some either person or person.
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Ow. They give you a lot of health, that's good. Sucks to be that guy. Yeah, it sucks to be that guy, ain't it? Jeez. Ah, dick. Ow, dick. I wonder if there's a trope of chopping off so many heads. With all the crows disappearing. Spooky. Ah, it's a dog. Oh, that might be of some significance. Ow, dick. God damn it. Here we go. Sweet. Hey, knob.
These vampires had nothing in common with the
Right, well, I'll
deranged
kill him then.
jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Yeah, give me salt. There we go. Sweet.
There it is! Taste my blade, vampire!
Hey, knob. Wow. Took a massive chunk of me there. Huh? Oh, guess we hold it. Yeah, hold it.
The pillars of Nosgoth, pristine,
Ooh,
whole, and uncorrupted.
indeed.
I had never beheld them
Very
in this
pearly.
undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain.
Stealth 0.
I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the Pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these Pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nutraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nutraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the Circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the Pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the Pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree, then, that the Pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret, hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Indeed. It's entirely possible.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had
Just
no
fancy the
reason to
chat.
trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
Aha. Yeah, it has, yeah. Oh, thanks for the congrats again. Yeah, it got accepted this morning. Yeah, I'm now, a couple of seconds away from 16th now as well, so that's good.
I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Do I lose life from that? Doesn't look like it.
From the look of it, this door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
Yeah, Soul Reaver's going great at the minute. Very intrigued how it's going to go.
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Yeah, Soul Reaver 1 was on PS1, but yeah, that was I love that game. Which is why it's always a bit puzzling why I never got around to playing the sequel. Hey, dick. I know. I don't know. I can't explain why I never played it. Getting quite aroused. Oh, thanks, allies. Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, jeez. Getting quite aroused there. Yeah, like my experience with Legacy of Kain back in the day was a little bit of Blood Omen. I never actually played it all the way through. I just mainly watched mate play little bits of it when I was around his house, and then
As I entered the chamber,
Soul Reaver
I
1
sensed
demo,
that it had been
and then
sealed
played
for hundreds,
Soul Reaver many
perhaps
times.
thousands of years. And while this
hyped
room
for the
was
sequel,
clearly
but
built when
never
the
played it
pillars
for
were
some reason.
erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel. Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Silence was refreshing, while it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel.
Giant squid.
But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul weaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die, for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
Bit sus. Little bit sus. is where I came in, isn't it? That cutscene was so long, I forgot where I was. Yeah, okay. I think I remember in the cutscene it showed a little passageway underwater. There we go. Hello, Squiddy. Yeah, definitely. It's very cutscene heavy in this game so far, which I don't mind. The story is the best part of this game. Come on. Ooh. There's no portal there. Knob. Where's the portal? Doesn't seem to be any portals about. Oh well. I was trying to go for that. I remember seeing an achievement for like gliding for 25 seconds. I was hoping I'd get it there, but I guess not. Yeah, I managed to cheese it in Soul Reaver 1. You know the one that goes up to Zephon, the updraft. You can just use that, and it doesn't count as an updraft for some reason. Okay, we're not going this way then. Seems like the way to go. Yeah, that's got to be the way to go. Unless there's something up top. We just came from up there. Doesn't seem to be anything. Yeah, we came from there. Alright. Yeah, it's got to be down here, surely. Must have just got turned around in here or something. Ah, yeah, okay, go up.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Realised that calling Termagant's forest a swamp that was a bit out of context considering you haven't played this one. That's all good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get on land. What I remember of Termagant Forest, it did seem a bit like a swamp anyway. There was lots of water about, I remember that. Had to use mist to get through it, didn't I? Oh, oh. Hiya! Hey, hello. Corridor.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.